We'll see
Oh
how
my
this goes.
God.
Audacity.
Dude, I'm gonna say my favorite time Phil was blowing me on camera was the time when I throw the baby into the dumpster.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's unreleased
I
content.
know, but it's my favorite one. Oh shit! Make sure that's on recording. We can't spoil it for the fans.
It's recording.
Yeah.
We'll edit this. We'll edit this part out.
For all those people who love babies in dumpsters,
and especially Biddle PI.
Yeah.
Really, how are you gonna? You're not gonna be able to film in Frank's anymore.
I still have a key.
So, cut that out.
It's certainly not illegal to film in Frank's before.
Have you tried to get in recently?
I guarantee you they haven't changed those old laws.
Is that where the damn milk is?
I think maybe they padlocked some things.
Cool.
But that's about it.
I love a challenge.
Is there anything valuable in there, like maybe projectors?
I left my broom in there.
Oh,
no! And Brayden left his jacket in there. Which is the best.
Is it like a jacket?
I don't know. But I asked him, like, if you ever find your way in, like, let me know.
I like to think that it's still set up like a theater.
For a little while.
Like there's still candy in the displays.
Yeah.
You know, and like they really haven't cleaned it up like brooms in the broom closet.
I want to see like rats working the popper.
It's like Ratatouille.
She looked just like Russell.
I don't know who would have taken it all. Like I don't know. I feel like there could still be.
What are they gonna do with it?
I mean, like maybe some of the owners were like, "All right, just start eating some of that shit."
They probably shipped it out. I would imagine.
Yeah,
that's money.
Because like all the games I think are still in there.
Well, that's not money. Really, I'm surprised because.
Oh my God,
I haven't looked in a while, but
I could theoretically I could get back up to the smoke room.
Tom's never seen Game of Thrones, so we might as well just talk about Game of Thrones until he gets here.
All right.
Well, first let's introduce ourselves. I'm Dave.
I'm Matt. I don't think about that one.
Oh, I'm Phil.
I'm Sean.
We're talking and drinking.
Into a microphone.
Yeah. You keep going.
Thanks, host.
That's cool. And on.
See, this is what gets Matt, the executive producer.
Listen, I do what I can. I bought the microphone.
Yeah.
If I don't get the executive producer cred, I'm out of here. I'm taking my microphone and I'm going home.
And we live together. So.
Our home.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, what do you guys think of the finale? You guys have seen the finale, right?
Yeah. I watched it once.
Yeah.
I want to hear what you guys
have
have
to say.
On
a really little screen, though.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I've almost come into an arc where I was okay with it, and now, as I look back, there's that moment of disappointment where I wish it did end better. Yeah. But I'm fine with it. It's not that great a show anyway.
I think it was great.
What? You love that show.
I love that show, but it's not like Breaking Bad.
Okay, well, obviously,
did you invite him?
We all did.
Okay.
I think the last 2 seasons.
Okay, before
totally
season
right.
before season 7 and 8,
it was great.
It was arguably tied, in my opinion, with Breaking Bad for number one show ever. Obviously now, Breaking Bad is still number one.
Okay.
And only because I'm such a devout Game of Thrones fan.
Hey Tom.
I keep it at number 3.
I have met you before.
Dickless?
Yeah, I
wear the hat.
He wears the hat.
The bucket hat.
You wear the hat.
Yes.
I like it.
Tom, that is your seat.
Alright, hold on. Let me get a cup.
Did you buy that on the way here?
I bought this on the way here. I bought this earlier today.
That's actually pretty good.
I bought this on the way here.
Here's Mark.
Oh,
this
yeah.
table?
Stop knocking on the table.
Yeah, you keep
spiking. Don't tell me what to do. It's my mic.
Keep
Well, it's just gonna fuck the thing.
All right,
anyway,
well, we're only talking about Game of Thrones.
Okay, I don't care about Game of Thrones. So,
spoilers.
So seasons 1 through 4 were the seasons that George R. R. Martin was like executive producer. He was there for all the scripts. He was like, all right, these are the important plots of like the seasons and the books.
Well, it was basically just like
porn plots. Am I wrong?
Oh.
It was basically just like the books, is what he was saying, is trying to say.
Yeah.
And then afterward, I mean, they also had the books to kind of piggyback. Like they
weren't identical, but they were pretty much very similar.
Did you read the books?
I did not. But
this is
what I
read.
I don't want to tell everybody this, but when I learn how to read, no one's going to be able to stop me. So.
Tearing
through the book. Are you ready?
Yeah,
with your knowledge?
Yes.
When I learned to read.
When, not if. I will learn how to read one of these days.
Slowly. One letter at a time.
I have a loaded gun in my dresser drawer for that day.
Put me down like an animal. I'm just in my room like, holding up a book like, Start charging up like a fucking Saiyan.
He's literally gonna start levitating, and shit's gonna be like revolving around him, and he's gonna start to glow. And I'm just gonna be like,
Ba 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 ba. Oh, it's for to kill yourself.
Dave. Wait, I was about to do a 2001 Space Odyssey.
No, I'd totally be like E.T.
Open the pod door.
Ew.
Why are you doing 2 fingers?
It's 2 fingers then.
Matt forgot.
E.T. going 2 fingers
was.
deep.
Like, bend over.
Matt literally forgot what ET was. He just did.
No,
No, I didn't forget what E.T. was. I did my own take.
That's
on
in
it.
the script, I think. Spielberg wanted anyone to take from that movie was just.
I think
Listen,
he initially wanted
if I was
this.
alive,
Yeah.
I think I was alive. I don't remember when E.T.
In
was made.
1980s.
You don't know when you're alive.
Okay, well then no.
Doesn't
I
matter.
told you
Born.
when you came in here. I have no idea when I was born.
E.T. was before our time.
Okay, but so
Yeah,
if I was
yeah.
around, Spielberg would have casted me as
Yeah,
E.T.
definitely.
for sure.
Getting there.
I would have been E.T. hands down.
I mean, you do look like an alien, so.
Yes.
This is your hard one.
Great E.T.
E.T. Where will you go?
You're jizzing your pants.
What the fuck? Are we doing?
Always.
So is this
Who was that little girl?
Oh,
Just to finish Scarlett
wanna say-
Johansson. Wasn't Scarlett Johansson playing a little girl?
Hmm?
In E.T.?
Was that
All right.
code?
It wasn't code.
Am I the Manchurian candidate?
Yeah.
Am I gonna murder someone now?
Man on fire.
I'm scared.
All right, Tom.
Like legit, like I swear, like the girl in E.T. is like Scarlett Johansson or someone like ridiculous.
Oh, it's
it's
Drew Barrymore.
It's Drew Barrymore.
Oh, that's who it is, Drew
Yeah.
fucking
Dude,
Barrymore.
same
All right,
fucking
hey,
thing.
Tom,
Whatever.
Same
Tom.
woman.
You inside voices. Just the mic's very sensitive.
Oh, okay.
Dave, I'm stealing
do
you
my
off.
best.
I'm stealing you off.
That's cool.
Feel sensitive.
But
I'm sensitive. It hurts
so-
my ears.
the executive producers D&D, I feel like they really like kind of dropped off on their writing towards the end because they had George R. R. Martin stopped showing up to work on the books more, and they had no books to kind of take the story from.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kind of you kind of see it when you compare the story from before and after. It turns into like very clear, lazy TV show writing, like that.
100%.
That like it's not natural.
You can see it
progression of-
especially in 7 and 8. I think.
Oh, yeah.
5 and 6, I think were still pretty good.
Oh wow, dude!
Right?
Was that
It-
Frost
it
on it
does,
before?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It always has.
I didn't see that Frost before.
Well, it was all for us.
But yeah, and it's like I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it's disappointing. Like things
Yeah.
just happen because they gotta happen because they thought of
The
like
plot. They threw all character out the window and went full plot,
Yeah.
full steam ahead.
that. It's like season 7.
Oh shit!
Yeah, nailed it.
God, dude, Matt's gonna
Hell
be
yeah.
Matt's gonna be knocking shit over by the end of this.
I thought this was a drunk podcast.
This is a
Slash
drunk
eliminate.
podcast.
big.
This
That's
isn't
a
a
lot,
destroy
man.
the house podcast.
I'm gonna have like 2 drinks.
This
Oh,
my-
is that?
This is my second.
God, I thought it had like tea in it. It's just watered down.
Yes, dude, taste it. It's really good.
Hold on, everybody, be quiet. Do that again. Dude, you're drinking straight out of that.
Oh, what's
Oh wow.
That was good. That was good.
Thumper.
Dude,
Yeah.
so, okay. What's that shit when people love to hear?
ASMR.
Hey, this is an ASMR
I
video.
fucking
now.
hate ASMR.
We should
dude.
make.
Dude, I just watched a video of a guy doing karaoke in front of America's Got Talent
Oh my
judges,
God.
but he was doing Tequila, the song where you just say
Yes.
Tequila.
That's fucking funny.
That's hilarious. I saw the video too. It's all
Just
ridiculous.
Tequila.
God.
And he went on to the next round.
Of course.
Of course
Dude,
you did.
I want to go to like just to karaoke night at Applebee's and just
Yes,
I
that
just
was
do
every Tuesday, like
my
when I was in
God.
You
school.
know that?
I
No,
burned
but I wanna
yes,
sing
Tuesday.
Tequila.
Half race apps and karaoke.
But I'm saying I
I
want to do
burnt
tequila.
that place. I actually told the DJ once. I said, "Watch it! I'm gonna burn this place to the ground." And he looked at me, scared, like deathly afraid. He's like, "Dude, there's cops in here. You can't say that." And I'm like, "What?"
And Matt gets closer to the mic. I'm gonna burn this motherfucker to the ground.
I might have looked very sincere when I said that, but I was about to sing "Friends in Low Places." You can't blame me. Like I thought I was gonna physically burn it to the ground.
Sticker.
Yeah, it's a sticker.
Phil's got a cool sticker on his phone.
Sticking.
It's an old sticker.
It sticks.
It sticks.
What?
What?
I didn't make
Stickers
it
do?
stick. It stuck by itself.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I had
All
high
right.
hopes for season 8, like until
Oh, yeah.
until the third
right.
episode,
Oh,
until the
yeah.
battle.
No,
of Winterfell.
I'm going to tell you why I
Yeah.
had no high hopes.
You know? Okay.
Because they have once they released 6 episodes, I was already very skeptical. I was like, there's so much shit they have to wrap up. They have to explain all of this.
Yeah.
how are we going to do this in 6 episodes?
Well,
and then the first 2 episodes were just like them fucking around.
I like episode 2.
Episode 2 was nice.
Yes. It's a character episode.
It was nice if there was, 8 episodes.
Yeah.
But like, I would have loved it. But episode 2 was just like, and night thee, Brienne. The White Walkers are like right outside, but we're just gonna like fucking diddle each other's buttholes.
Would you not do that?
I would 100%. I get it. That's why I like the episode. I like the episode, but they took 2 hours of writing, and they didn't explain and like close up. A lot of gap room with the.
I would have had
no
problem with that, but the rest of the 5 episodes were nothing.
Yeah. Well, I was sort of like in your boat. I was like, okay, well. And once they explained they were going to have that prequel series, The Long Night or Blood Moon or whatever it's going to be called, I was like, okay, well, maybe, 1 through 3, whatever. Maybe they'll explain why the White Walkers were doing what they were doing. Why the fuck do they just want to kill everybody? Like, maybe they'll explain this later and that. Whatever, I'll take the L on this one. Maybe they'll wrap it up perfectly. And I was perfectly okay. By the end of episode 3, I was going to be like, it's redeemable. It could still be a good season.
Did you like episode 3 when you watched it?
I freaked the fuck out.
I loved it.
I thought it was really good. I still think it's a good cinematic episode.
Yeah.
A lot of people disagree with me because they chose to do it where it's really dark and really hard to see. But I think that's sort of the point.
But it's hard.
It was that he brings in a snowstorm. Like, you can't see shit in a snowstorm.
From a cinematic point of view, it's pretty cool. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All of Game of Thrones is shot very well.
Yeah.
But even on like really nice monitors, it's hard to make anything out. That's kind of a fault of the show creators and like whoever's shooting the episode. You know
Depends.
What I mean?
When it aired, the bit rate of like Comcast, they just compress it like crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So then you can't see it. But
apparently
if you actually
the
like on
Blu-rays,
HBO Go, maybe the Blu-rays.
Apparently they have a way better like visual.
The only part that you really had trouble seeing was like the dragon shit, like in the air with John.
Mine was
for
when
me,
the zombies first come. That like mass.
The wave.
That comes
oh my
the
god.
camera.
Yeah, I guess that was a little hard to.
Pretty late, but that still works.
I think it was still a very like a pleasing episode to watch.
Tom's never.
I feel so left out right now. Y'all.
Tom's like I gotta audibly tell these motherfuckers why I'm upset right now.
No, y'all just talking about Game of Thrones. I just feel so left out.
Well, let's only talk about episode 3.
Let's change it.
Okay, whatever.
Let's
talk about it.
That's all I'm
saying. Sean Kelly, let's bring in one of your segments.
Yeah.
Oh, what am
Hold on, time out. Sean's gonna flip the script.
Yeah.
Sean's got segments.
Sean came prepared.
Hold on, time out. Are you using a Samsung S3?
S5 and broken.
Ooh,
broken
looks great.
Oh, are you single?
I'm ready to mingle. I'll go any which way.
I'll go any which way.
Is that not like super slow?
It's just as slow as me, so it's fine.
I was trying to think, how can I make this feel like a slow kid joke?
Anytime I feel
we made too many of those.
Slow, I just
don't even bring them up.
So I got a segment, guys.
All right.
This one is called Dummies for Science. We're dummies. This is science.
All right.
I bring up random science shit like articles, and hopefully spark your curiosity or trigger your anxiety.
Ooh,
the first one,
catchy.
Yeah, is jellyfish are taking over the ocean.
Ah!
Yeah, apparently
I don't know
they're thriving and destroying sea life to the point in which they're trying to think of ways to, I guess, lessen the numbers, turning them into chips.
Oh my god.
Using them for
Chips?
skincare, and diapers.
I was thinking like chips.
Crisps.
Wait,
chips.
jellyfish are using diapers?
No, they're turning jellyfish into diapers.
Okay, that's
shitting into jellyfish heads.
I would totally shit.
So what can jellyfish actually?
Yeah, why are they
like,
taking over?
How are they killing like sharks? Are they killing
I think
fish?
they
Like
structure.
sharks.
So the idea is that I guess there's no predators that are.
Have
taking
you ever
over
seen
the
Finding
jellyfish.
Nemo, Tom?
They're a danger to the ocean.
Oh my
right?
god,
Yeah.
that was the most terrifying 30 seconds of them trying to get through that jellyfish.
Which fish do they fuck up? I
Here,
forget.
the question at
hold on.
hand is, what are you gonna do to stop the jellyfish from taking over the ocean?
Oh, perfect idea.
Yeah.
Alright, so you know how they, especially right now, there's a huge movement in, no plastic straws to save the turtles. Well, I'm thinking, dump as many plastic straws into the ocean. We'll probably kill off all the turtles. But eventually it might overload into the jellyfish, and we might start hurting the jellyfish. So completely wipe out the turtle species.
Yo,
And-
turtles are dope as fuck.
Okay, yeah, but do you want jellyfish to take over the entire ocean?
What if we catch all the turtles
Let's
first?
go one at a time.
Oh,
Matt,
So
okay.
that's your answer. You
Rebuttal.
want to ruin the ecosystem.
Yeah,
I have
perfectly fine.
Dave, you can go next.
I call dibs on this.
Yeah.
Matt, I believe a lot of species of sea turtles actually eat jellyfish. So I'm thinking.
Oh.
I'm thinking.
Reverse card.
Wow.
Yeah, that's probably not factually true whatsoever.
No, I'm pretty sure it is. Thomas, Google.
All right, I got you. Hold on.
Fact check.
Fact check.
I got-
Tom's a fact check.
Fact check.
All right. Oh God.
I swear to God, if you take like more than 5 seconds.
Okay,
I'm gonna take more than
keep
5
talking
seconds,
now.
Dave.
Yeah.
That's all I had to say.
Okay,
That's
perfect.
it?
Phil, what would
so,
you do?
so maybe double down on more straws. I don't know.
Oh no, more turtles.
The
We
straw brothers.
we breed the turtles and we mass integrate more turtles into every sea life ecosystem.
There was this really stupid ass story where this town took away some civilian made shelters for sea turtles. It was like a shore town.
And the sea turtles were pissed as fuck.
Well, like the sea turtle, you know that when they lay the eggs on shores and all the seagulls and stupid ass birds like wait because it's a fucking buffet because apparently they're delicious.
Oh, and they're just trying to crawl to the water.
But like,
It's so
Pathetic.
sad.
but like the civilians made like little tunnels that would protect the turtles, and then some like stupid ass like janitor just picked up all the shelters, and then all of the sea turtles. Baby sea turtles were eaten.
Well, to be fair, like
Dang.
one sea turtle produces like 1,000 eggs, so it's like if you have these tunnels, there's gonna be so many fucking turtles.
And
Like
so
I love the
jellyfish.
turtles.
All right,
Oh,
few things.
good idea.
Fact check.
Few things. Apparently, only some breeds of sea turtles eat jellyfish. That's
Well,
one.
we can
Okay.
mass breed those.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can find that.
Two.
Specifically
How
kill
the
the
fuck do
others.
turtles breed? Do they like make their own eggs or do they dig each
Dude,
other
they
down?
fuck.
Yeah,
They
I saw
fuck.
Do
the
they
turtle
fuck? Yeah,
fucking a boot.
Dude, have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Crush totally
I've seen the
fucked.
video.
What?
To
Somebody.
I guarantee you, Crush totally fucks.
Dude, for sure.
And speaking of turtles, I was driving by on the way to Lykill and Plug on my way home, and I just saw a turtle crossing the street.
Oh, fun fact about that. So I went to school in Florida. What the
fuck?
Hold on.
No way.
Apparently, every Floridian knows this. Everyone I've talked to,
Yeah.
they say it is like one of those like not it's not a real law, but it's like a citizen law where if you're on a highway, you stop dead in traffic if you see a turtle and you help it get to safety.
Don't they have
Like
salmonella?
you pull over.
I think
They
turtles
no,
have salmonella.
dude. Okay, they're Floridians. They just fucking pick up snakes and shit.
Dude,
They don't give
Florida,
a fuck.
Florida people what?
Yeah, Florida
Do
people.
you know Florida Man? Florida Man is an
Dude.
international hero.
Yeah, Florida man,
International
Florida men
dead
and
man.
women
What are you
are just
talking about?
weird
Florida
and
man?
they're crazy.
I know they're like
But yeah.
decent human beings.
They're wild.
No, but
I
for real,
love them.
all my friends say, have said, yeah, I pulled over on the highway, stopped traffic, and everyone understands. Pick up the turtle, get them to safety. It's like they think it's their duty. I'm not kidding.
I'll let
If I
that
saw
boy.
a turtle,
My
I would
buddy that
always-
told me is
stopped- I
actually
didn't
coming
go-
to visit.
Yo,
You'll meet him.
I stopped. I
Turtle.
didn't go anywhere. I just let that boy cross on his own pace. So it's like
Who, like a turtle?
the turtle. Yeah, idiot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pick him up by the
Motherfucker,
sides.
Yeah, I'm
cunt,
sorry.
You
I got
didn't
time.
say it was a turtle.
I did say it was a
I
turtle.
let a turtle go.
I didn't hear you.
So how
clearly.
about you? What are you going to do about the jellyfish that are taking over the ocean?
Oh, let's see. Oh God, I don't know. I'll probably capture them all and do weird experiments on them. I don't know.
How are you gonna
Go-
capture them?
Nets.
Yeah.
The world's
Everybody's
largest
Fucking
net.
idiot. It's
What
a
kind of
net.
experiments? What are you hoping to get?
I've heard. I don't know if this is true
stories.
or not, but I heard some research that they
Yeah.
can use jellyfish to like, I don't know, like cure some diseases.
Are you catching
Fun
jellyfish?
fact.
Hold on.
Some like,
I think what Tom is trying to say is he's gonna breed with the jellyfish
oh yeah, you
and
know what?
become
Jelly
Jelly
Man.
Man.
Yes, I'm gonna.
Jelly-
Half man, half
I'm
gonna-
jellyfish.
He wouldn't
Yes.
become jelly man.
Well,
I would
his
not.
kid.
No, I
His
would
kid
not
would.
in a jellyfish, and then
he would
I'm
treat
glad
it
that we
well.
have that on
Human-
recording.
There's a danger, guys.
This is just like a fucked up, like, it's so many people talking
I
about
know.
one.
Apparently, the Chinese have been preparing jellyfish for eating using some sort of aluminum salts that they use for leather tanning. And as they eat it, it's extremely hazardous and it deteriorates your nervous system and possibly causes Alzheimer's.
So they have not found a way to eat it.
No.
Well, they'll
Okay.
eat it.
Yeah.
But they're not having
Not
it.
actually. So,
Whoa, hold on,
so
time out.
that's ruled out.
Yeah.
Unless you want to be
Really
brain
sick,
dead.
yeah.
And
It sounds like they found a way to eat it. It just might not be the same thing.
That might just be like a poor person.
yeah.
I don't know.
Also,
Like-
a
Aw.
fisherman who fishes for jellyfish is called a jelly baller.
Jelly ball.
The guy with the net is
Tom.
jelly
Tom.
baller.
Jelly baller Tom.
Put that at the end of your
Dog, that's
emails.
Yo,
Thomas Rook, Jelly
Oh,
Baller.
shit.
Dude,
At
We're gonna pass it to Phil.
jellyballertom.com.
Phil, what would you do
Dog, that's a fucking
What you gonna
TV
do
show right there.
about those jellies?
I also wanted to collect the jellies.
Okay, well, you gotta pick someone new.
What?
No, he might put
You
a
can
spin
have
on
I'm
it.
still
Alright.
collecting the jellies.
Oh, put your spin
Step
on.
one.
Yeah, and we're gonna pee on them because then the pee.
Oh,
See what that does.
Wow.
Dude, if I know
Yeah.
anything about jellyfish, they hate pee.
Yeah, so I think if we just pee on them enough, we're good.
That's pretty good. That's a great idea.
That's actually a really good
I
idea.
vote for that's the best idea.
That probably is.
I'll vote for it. Hold on, time out.
Let's pee
Time
on
out.
it.
Mass
Let's pee on
extincting turtles.
Yeah.
Oh, with
And
straws.
hopefully the straws will kill the jellyfish
Yeah.
too.
They'll
Come
just-
on.
That's a
That's like,
terrible
Matt,
idea.
that's one step away from, let's just like suck up all the water out of the ocean and
Yeah.
hope that kills all the jellyfish.
Well, my next thought was maybe just nuke, where we knew jellyfish
Yeah, there'll be
colonies
no
were.
problem there at all.
Yeah.
Just a massive Godzilla.
Where are the jellyfish?
Nuke the ocean.
Where are the jellyfish?
That word
Send the nukes.
We're all talking. We're not going to get any audio.
we all might as well just cause World War III when that
It's
happens.
gonna be a
Fuck that.
clusterfuck.
That'd be fucking
Have you
It's-
seen those H-bomb videos where, like, at the Bikini Atolls, where the like right after World War II, we were like, well, we have like all these bombs we want to make, and they made like hydrogen bombs instead of atom bombs.
Yeah.
And they exploded them in the water at the Bikini Atolls in like the Pacific, and they exploded like so fucking high.
Dude.
That's the whole reason why.
There's
I
there's
really
another
have a
story
place
about
in
that. The H-bomb. They were, I think, using an not aircraft carrier, a big plane to transfer it from state to state, and it fell out over America into a North Carolina
Oh
swamp
my god.
and sunk so deep it never detonated, but they can't get it out.
It's still active.
So there's an H-bomb in a swamp somewhere in North Carolina.
That's pretty crazy.
If I remember that
Well,
right.
hold on. But that's the whole reason why, hydrogen technology for cars and shit like that, to be hydrogen fueled, they can't do that shit. If there's a car accident, it's gonna be a colossal fuck. Like it's a very good energy
Michael Bay movie.
source.
Well,
It's a very good idea, except for the fact that it is super combustible.
Oh, yeah.
it's combustible, but the hydrogen. I did a project on this in the engineering academy.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Yeah, huh?
Mr.
Oh,
Mr.
oh,
Engineer over here.
Film student over here is gonna tell us about hydrogen.
I used to be smart.
Used to be.
I'm sorry.
The
2
reason,
years ago.
The reason they don't work is the batteries. That's why like a lot of
Yeah.
these like energy, like friendly fuels and all that kind of stuff, they don't work because even if we had like solar panels all over the world,
Oh, you can't continue.
battery technology fucking sucks, and we can't. There's like a limit. We can't get past it.
They
It's kind of
keep
like
dying, yeah.
well, we just can't. I forget what it is, but we can't make them large enough. Like they just
Well, Teslas, and they use a battery.
they're good
That's
batteries.
the dumbest thing ever.
What?
I mean, yeah.
You're talking about batteries.
I know, but it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's just like,
Quick shout out to
Magnet,
Elon Musk.
man.
He's the fucking man.
yeah.
Elon, if you're here.
Sponsor us.
Yeah.
Sponsor us,
No,
Elon.
but you
We
just
want
said
you on
your
the
battery
podcast,
technology
Elon.
wasn't there yet.
I'm not
SpaceX
saying battery
sponsor us.
technology doesn't work. I'm
Yeah.
just saying there's specific problems with. It's kind of like solar panels. There were problems with solar panels 10 years ago. They couldn't get
solar
past.
panels still aren't that great.
They couldn't get past 33% efficiency. We're still having problems with the efficiency, but we've kind of moved past that.
Because it's not as sustainable,
Yeah, it's kind of like Moore's law with CPU speeds.
Okay.
Is that
Oh,
CPU?
yeah, like it always exponentially grows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not CPU speeds. That's
Processing
the
power.
size transistor size. We're getting to the point where
Chips?
we're gonna need transistors that are literally microscopic and like the size of cells.
Fuck yeah, I'll eat it. All right, next one.
Yeah, that was too much. I'm gonna
Let's
cut
go
that out.
to,
Yeah.
still in the same vein. This is still science, guys.
So,
So,
It's just
there's a Scottish sea worm with eyes on its butt.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with this.
It's the
I love that
marine
this.
worm Amphoret ocularata.
Perfect.
Has
Okay.
tentacles and appendages on its mouth and a
Wow.
pair of black beady eyes on its bum. So, question. If you had eyes on your butt, how would your life change? Good? Bad? Or do you want eyes on your
Oh
butt?
my god.
Can I
We
ask
did
a-
my
a
whole-
leading-
We're gonna,
one
we're
at a
gonna
time.
take the
Can I just
roundtable.
want to ask a question.
Yeah.
Are those my only eyes now, or is it additional?
They're
Oh, good
additional
question,
eyes.
good question.
That's,
Okay.
Yeah,
Good
I would
question.
say.
Cause
And they
I-
work. And they work.
That clarifies a lot of things.
Yeah, so we'll start with that. You, yourself,
All right,
eyes
who
on
wants
your
to
butt.
start?
I'll start.
We'll start with David.
At first, I was like, well, if those are my only eyes, I'm gonna have to either not wear pants or be blind all the time. But now, I would probably just wear like assless chaps.
I was gonna say that.
Assless.
Damn.
First come, first serve.
I should have gone first.
Fuck you, man. Just because, eventually, are we the only ones with eyes on our asses?
Yeah,
Yes.
right now it's just you.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with these assless chaps? What are you looking for?
I'm going to be able to see anything and everything within 180 degrees of my body.
You're forgetting the best part.
So,
You've always wanted to wear assless chaps, and you just now needed to reason.
you have googly eyes to show up.
You can do it anytime.
Everyone in there, no, you don't have to admit it.
And David, don't
But
you need
everyone wants
360?
to wear assless chaps all the time.
All right.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be open up to a lot of new discrimination. Like, hey, put your fucking pants back on.
Oh my God, it's a civil rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be
Can't
a
play
6
playgrounds
eyes.
anymore.
No.
Forget his glasses.
Hey.
Forget black people. Forget transgender people.
Yeah, forget
I
them.
am the one with all the problems here. Discrimination against
I
me.
got eyes on my body.
I ass man.
Oh my God, it would hurt
Woody.
so much to sit down.
I'll just close my eyes.
It'd be like all the time laying down like face into your pillow. Like whenever you're sitting. Imagine sitting on a hard wooden surface.
Yeah.
If they're
Well, I don't
eyeballs.
imagine, like...
Wait, are they? I don't know.
You can suck it in.
Well, like, me and Matt have been going to the gym, right? We've been doing squats, working our glutes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We're not having squishy buttness anymore.
I still.
So if we sit, it's gonna squish our eyeballs. I don't know if I like this anymore.
Yeah, well...
Well, do we get to choose? Is this like a?
I think the better question is, how does it impact your life?
I don't feel
right?
like I've
So
answered
there's
your
no
question
choice.
like you wanted.
No, there's no good way to answer it.
I'll go.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, I'm done.
I think it would 100% impact my life for the better.
Okay.
Obviously, like I said, there would be a lot of detriments to my own life. Like it would hurt my ass to sit down, and it'd be really tough. But at the end of the day, I'd have a reason to become like a superhero. They call me Eyeball Man.
What are you doing?
Don't sneak up on him.
There's no one be able to ever sneak up
I know,
on
but that's
me.
not proactive. You're not a superhero. You're not...
I want 100% to become a vigilante. So yeah, I would take the law.
The only thing you have is you don't have to turn around.
I would take the law into my
You have no
own.
other
Sean,
special
I would
powers.
take the law into my own hands. And whenever I feel where justice needs to be served, I'd serve it.
Yeah.
And my excuse is I have eyes on my ass. So I really think it would help me out.
Matt's catchphrase is he's always.
This isn't a job interview.
I would like to get the eyes on my ass, please.
I'm sort of in interview mode.
Matt's catchphrase is he's always got two eyes open.
Someone pepper sprays me and turn around.
Where is he?
Still
Deadly
fun.
fun.
Can't just elbowing him from the back.
You're farting in his fucking face. Give him a pink eye.
Yeah. So speaking of pink eye, if you have eyes on your ass, you'll be staring at your shit every time you shit.
But I read that like
Are you
farts
okay with
can't
that?
give you pink eye.
that.
Yeah.
I read that
What's the-
farts. It's an urban myth
It's
that
the
fart.
poopy particle.
Yeah.
No, I read that like if you everyone said, oh, if I fart in a pillow.
I think a bare
That's
ass
bullshit.
It's your wall.
No,
Could do
some.
it.
Well,
It
if,
is?
like what I read was like if you
Oh, that's
fart in
my
a
wallet,
pillow,
yeah.
Well, fart
you
in a pillow,
can't get pink eye.
bare ass or
And then put
Well-
your head on it. Like if you just
I need
fart
more
on it.
detail.
Matthew,
That's just what I read.
that's
need more
110%
reenacted.
bullshit because the first time I ever had sex, I did the 69 position and the bitch farted right in my face. And I got pink eye.
I'm
from
talking
I
about
don't
farting
think
in a
that's anything of
pillow.
what we talk.
Yeah, I think that's good. Hey,
Well,
hey,
we're on-
Sean,
we're
this
on the
completely
subject of-
fucked up. I went from shit in my eyes and I got pink eye. So you know what? Fuck you and
Yeah.
fuck your pink eye.
Hey, we're on pink. We were talking about pink eye, so I had to bring that up. So
That's a good story.
That's all.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
that's
Tom,
important.
congrats
Yeah.
on the sex.
yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I think that's the moral of this.
He just wanted to.
Let us know your
Hey,
Fuck you.
follow him on his Instagram.
Follow me on Twitter at I had sex.
I have pink eye.
Ass eyes. All right, Phil, how about you?
Wait, what
last
was the
go.
question?
The question.
You're so far off.
I'm wrangling it in.
Yeah, I'm trying.
So the question is,
Oh,
you got ass on your eyes.
Oh, right.
You got eyes on your ass.
I got eyes on my ass.
What? How does that affect your life? What changes besides what they say?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have like a thin slit. I'm not gonna be assless chap guy.
All right.
I want to be able to see.
Cool.
And now I want to be able to see who's checking out my ass. Be like,
Oh.
all right, flip it around,
So it's
turn
like-
the game on.
That's
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
probably not
It's a
checking out
positive
your
thing.
ass like because you're attractive, they're probably like, why is he
Yeah,
why is he staring at me?
Two questions. They're human sized eyes. They're not bigger eyes, right?
Yeah, but they can clearly see if
they're
there's
little
slits
eyes,
in your
and they're tiny slits.
That'd be like if I'm walking around like this and there's eyeballs.
There's an ass out.
Tiny slits.
Phil's gonna turn around like, I saw you checking on my ass. They're like, yeah, why do you have eyes on your ass?
Well, he turns around and he has ass on his eyes. Yeah,
butt face.
Like, I'm in.
All right. Next segment.
Wait,
hold on. We have to try to talk one at a time.
How about I can maybe...
We're not destroying it like I thought we might. So
but when you read it, the crosstalk.
So I don't want to interrupt, but I think we should do like, I have some talking points too, so I think we should pepper it.
All right, pepper.
Right.
Phil.
Oh. Hello.
Talking points.
Oh wait! You said I have talking points.
I got nervous,
and then pass it to me.
I can do. How about one more?
I'm talking about all my talking points. Phil, you start.
Everyone is way too eager to let me talk, and
this is the last of the segment, right?
So,
all right, cool.
But Dummies for Science, and the third one is quote: Alexa, monitor my heart. Researchers develop first contactless cardiac arrest AI system for smart speakers. So apparently, Alexa can monitor your heart if you have the right things.
That's fucking terrifying.
That's the question. Are you okay with Alexa having access to your organs or monitoring your life?
Absolutely 0%, 100% no, I'm not okay with it.
Okay.
Because I've been doing some research on artificial intelligence.
Cool.
Right now, it's not that great, but apparently 20 years in the future, like the artificial intelligence is supposed to help us, like, drive car, like they can self-driving cars. They're working on that shit right now.
I want that.
I
want that.
I want to be able to sleep in the car.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that sounds a good idea in theory, but honestly, it depends on who's controlling this AI.
So, what's the threshold for Alexa for you?
Like, if it's something like Google, like, because Alexa's controlled by Google, and they are, like, they've been receiving a lot of backlash on, like, pros on censorship lately.
Okay. And
if someone has, like, a different opinion than if they go against the grain against Google, because like Google's like all pro-left politically, and if you
that's
don't
not
agree,
necessarily true.
Well,
we're trying to keep this politically free.
No, I'm just saying in general.
I didn't understand. So I didn't know. It was
people like to say,
but I know what you're saying.
People like to say it's pro-left, but it's really not. People on the right just like to say that because...
The one rule of this podcast is just no goddamn politics!
Hey, I'm just saying, it's a misnomer.
More noise.
Put a pin in it.
Let me finish
my point.
Yeah, just quick. I'm almost done my point. Like,
yes. And I have something to say.
Google's a lot of people say Google's mostly pro-left, and if people are against like what Google is for, they can just Alexa access his heart, kill him with a heart attack.
Holy shit!
Hold on.
Like that went from 0 to 100.
This is conspiratorial shit. Like,
this is my whole rebuttal to that.
Yeah.
It sounds like what Sean said was they just have access to your vitals. It's not like someone goes in open heart surgery and plants like a ticker.
Well, we don't.
Where it can shock you.
First step.
Well, I would never. If someone just wants to plant my vitals with all the shit I do in my body. Yeah, sure. I might as well know when I'm having a heart attack. Yeah. Let me know like 5 minutes beforehand so I can call that ambulance.
That would be cool.
Like, I don't think what Sean is saying is someone's like gonna plant something in you, and if someone hacks it, you're gonna have a heart attack. I think it's mostly fine. If someone wants to know how fast my heart is beating, how many illicit substances I put in my body, go for it.
It's like a game show.
It's almost, listen, my heartbeat is open information.
You can make bets on when you die.
Yeah, listen, go for it. I love that idea.
His heart's beating super fast. He must be having sex, and that's just watching DBZ.
While eating like a fucking bunch of junk food, and I'm like...
like stop and breathe. Stop and breathe.
Just
do you have any thoughts on Alexa, or how about you?
I get concerned about AI just like Tom, but I think in reality it's not going to be like this dystopian future like all the stories and novels and movies kind of make it out to be. I think it's just going to be more of like a subversive monetary thing. They've already been doing that for years, where they have microphones open on like our phones, where there are these apps like Facebook app always has access to our microphone. This couple did a thing about it a couple years ago where they didn't have a cat, but then they decided to do this
cat shit.
no,
Yeah.
fuck, what's it called? Science.
Yeah, they talked about cats for a while.
Yeah,
and then they got
experiment.
cats.
I want to say
Biggs?
interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say interview, but I was thinking experiment. They did an experiment where they don't have a cat, but they just start talking about cat shit all the time. They don't Google cat shit.
I remember that.
And then
Wow.
they start getting all these cat ads about
Okay.
cat food. Cat
Because they have
shit.
access to the audio too.
Because
Yeah, which
Facebook
is-
is like, yo,
It's crazy.
we got them.
It's scary. I don't like that at all.
We like
whatsoever.
cat ad.
And that's not cool because, I mean, like, fuck you. I'm going to talk about what I
Yeah,
want to talk
but
about.
the problem with that is you allow that shit. Like whenever you
You don't have a
say,
choice.
Yeah.
well, when you do
You
when
agree
it
to
says
terms
when
of
you
service.
agree to
Yeah.
terms and service,
But you don't have
no
a
one.
choice.
But you could
Yeah, you
read
just
the
don't have
terms
the
and
app.
services.
But you don't
can't
have a
read.
choice.
Don't have
I'm
the
learning how to
You
read.
either get the app or
I'm
you don't.
I'm
Yes,
learning
that's
how to
your
read
choice.
right
You have a
now,
choice.
and
It's not a
eventually I will
choice. That's
read
a
those
choice.
terms
No, it's
and
not.
services.
How's that not a choice?
So I mean, I don't care about Facebook, but it's
That's a choice then.
but
That's
you
a
got
choice.
It's 100%
well,
choice.
it's
I don't have a Facebook.
I don't care about
Yeah.
the Facebook.
I don't have the app.
I don't care about the Facebook app.
No.
But
Pornhub.
the problem was
The
earlier.
Pornhub
Pornhub
app
app,
is
though.
necessary.
there's a Pornhub app.
Yeah.
Oh god, you don't even know.
Oh my god!
So,
guy.
It's a whole.
he's like,
rabbit
I'm down
hole.
on Pornhub. Let's
All
go.
right, we're done with the podcast
No,
now.
but for real,
Gotta
a couple
go.
years ago when they did this experiment, Facebook was not outright about the fact that they secretly use your microphone
Right.
all the time. That's what the problem was. I mean, I have the
I'm
Facebook
pretty
app.
sure they were sued for that.
Creeping
though.
in your
There's a class action lawsuit
Yeah.
out against them right now.
Nice. What are we gonna gain?
$2.
Red Bull.
I don't.
And Red Bull.
Give me one Red Bull
Yeah.
vodka
Is that it?
right now. I can use.
No,
it.
give me Mark Zuckerberg.
Bro, that's
money.
why I have
Come
my
here.
coffee.
Let me be a billionaire.
Bro, it's
big
best
sauce.
All right, who the fuck said there was a Pornhub app? Because there absolutely is.
All right,
not.
okay,
Yeah.
David.
They're fucking well opportunity.
All right,
Pick
all right,
one,
all right.
Did you lie to me?
Yeah, probably.
Let's get. Do we got a next talking?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's the
segment.
end of the segment. Yeah.
All right.
The
All right,
dummies
lit.
for science.
Do you have
Are
another
you
one?
guys excited about Spider-Man Far From Home?
I am so
Haven't
excited.
seen any of them.
I'm indifferent.
Any of the Spider-Mans or
No, any of
Spider-Man.
these new things. I saw Spider-Man Spider-Verse.
I'm gonna tell you,
I
Dave.
love
I am very excited. I've
too.
seen
Phil's
every
concerned
Marvel
me a little
movie multiple times.
I'm over
And a
superhero
lot of people
movies.
don't agree with me. I think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man.
Wow.
I had this conversation
Who's
with Tom.
disagreeing with
Well,
you?
we
A
had
lot
this
of
conversation
people.
with Tom.
Who?
I'm sorry,
A
Tom.
lot of
Hold on.
Straw Man.
I agree.
Tom.
Yeah?
Tom said
Spider-Man?
Toby Maguire. That's him, right?
He
Yeah.
can suck a
Tom,
dick.
Tom, me and David and Tom had this argument where Tom
Okay.
said Tobey Maguire was the best Spider-Man, and I quickly said, well, hold up. You have no actual evidence proving that. I made him watch one of the
1
Spider-Man.
and 2 are good.
We had this
No,
conversation.
they're awful.
1 and
We
2 are good.
No.
We watched them.
Spider-Man 2 is
2 is
great.
okay.
Hold on.
One is
Three.
not.
It's
Three
awful.
bad.
One is
It's all hold on.
Three
Let me
is
finish the
fun.
point.
Yeah.
It's all nostalgia based. It's
That's the thing, too.
none of whenever these Tobey Maguires that are like, oh, he's the best.
Tobey
I love him in
Maguires.
everything. He's actually a terrible actor, and we only liked him because we were 6 or 7 at the time.
And it was the
When
first.
Okay, well, Sean was like 30 at the time.
And it was one of the first superhero movies.
And it was literally like the first that and the X-Men's were the start, you know, and now they're not canon and they're shitty. And they're very bad. And now the superhero movies are actually pretty good. And you know, okay.
Get Out.
Cookie cutter.
Okay.
Cookie cutter. Cookie
Okay, well, half of the podcast people
Cookie.
like the Marvel
Cookie.
movies.
More than half.
Cookie cutter.
More than
What the
half.
fuck is
Yeah,
that?
3/5.
They're just all the same movie.
Paint by numbers.
Yeah,
I
No.
can
it's the
say
same movie
No,
every
I-
time.
the first
I'm not saying
1 and
they're all
2,
amazing.
Sam Raimi's stuff,
I don't know.
Yeah.
is
But
actually good.
Thor Ragnarok
But-
is amazing.
Well, we're having
Yeah, I've heard that.
guys.
Stop.
Yeah,
We're having
crosstalk.
crosstalk.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, counter.
We're having- Let
Guys,
Sean go.
guys,
Let Sean go
crosstalk.
first.
I'm gonna thread the middle. Right?
We were just having like a little whisper.
Cross-
Yes.
Talk.
No whisper conversation.
I don't think. I was just saying how I like Thor Ragnarok, and he was like, "I've heard that."
Okay.
Oh, that's
Sean,
so-
hold on. We gotta do one at a time.
I half agree with everyone, right? I think Sam Raimi's trilogy, the first 2, they're tongue in cheek, they're comic booky. You know, they have this. I guess you call
Played by
it
a
nostalgia.
terrible actor.
You call it
Not a
this-
terrible actor.
He's awful.
He's
I
not
just watched
awful. He's different. Guys.
them. He's different in a really, really
But
bad
Tom
way.
Holland, I think, does envisions carries
Envisions
a
the comic
spirit.
book. The
No.
comic book spirit.
Okay, he's
Hold-
also younger.
We've talked a lot. Let's let him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
drunk.
also younger, so it's a different spin.
He's not that young. He's 22.
Yeah, he's my age.
That's,
He just
that's actually
He
yeah.
just looks 5.
Yeah, he looks 5 years old. Yeah, you're on. What are you, Sam Raimi's side or you?
What are you, 33 years old?
Yes, I am 33 years old.
3,000.
Yeah, apparently I'm 33. But let me ask you.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield?
Tobey Maguire.
I'm picking Andrew
Andrew
Garfield.
Garfield wasn't even on the table.
The whole,
I might actually.
this is the whole argument.
No.
This is the whole argument. I hated Andrew Garfield, but when you rewatch those movies and you compare them by just when you take out everything else and you just choose the actors and how they played their parts. Oh my God!
Oh, here's the thing.
There was a part where Tobey Maguire had blood like he got cut up by the bad guy. What's his name? Green Goblin. He got cut up and he's at Thanksgiving dinner with Green Goblin.
Yes, the most
and he's got blood on his collar. And he's like. I don't know how I got it.
Bike messenger.
He's profusely sweating.
Bike messenger.
He's
a bike messenger.
Yeah.
Which
I watched this.
anybody outside.
I watched it literally the other day.
Wait, did he deliver pizzas too?
I don't remember.
He said it was a biking accident.
Yeah.
Yes, a bike messenger hit him, which anybody outside of New York had no idea what that is. I still don't know what a bike messenger is.
I dabble.
Is that just something like
I dabble in the messaging.
Bike messenger. It makes it.
I got a thought experiment.
use a car, asshole?
I got a question.
Okay, it's New York.
So we got Tom Holland versus Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
But we're talking tone, right? They're two different tones.
Yeah.
Two different Spider Boys, man. If you took Tom Holland and put him into Tobey Maguire's movie, would he do well? And if you took Tobey Maguire and put him in Tom Holland's movie, would he do well?
Let me start with
a really good question.
Let me start with this.
There you go.
I'm going to tell you, Tobey Maguire would do leaps and bounds better in Tom Holland's movie because I think you have a point. Tom Holland's movie is definitely way better made. There's actually good writing. And, it actually sets the scene for Tom Holland to be good without...
There's cleverness. Yeah.
There's less trying. But I still don't think Tobey Maguire that makes a good actor. I think if we put Tom Holland in a shitty movie...
I think at this point it is, though.
The question
Who's
is
the better actor?
Yeah, that's the whole point.
I can answer this in a very good way.
Tobey Maguire's movies are bad. Tom Holland's are good.
I think... I'm sorry, Phil, you can go.
If I pictured a Peter Parker... He would look like Tobey Maguire.
Fuck you, Phil.
Sorry, I ever said next conversation.
Okay,
that's it.
So
that's true.
I think Tom Holland's Spider-Man: Homecoming is one. It's probably my favorite Marvel film. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and I love the way they did the movie. I think the fact that they had the Vulture in it kind of made me apprehensive about the movie.
Okay.
I love the Vulture. He's so old and weird.
But
I thought he was a
right on my
for the
style.
longest time.
well, because the Vulture in the comics, he's never this really cool badass that what's his name? The actor's name?
Rhino.
John Stamos.
No, it's
William
Michael
Dafoe.
Keaton.
You assholes! It's Michael Keaton. Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
I'm a little buzzed right now.
Sorry, I'm buzzed too. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Betty White.
Michael Keaton Michael Keaton basically overshadows everybody else in that film. He's such a badass, and I don't really feel like anybody in any of the Tobey Maguire films really does that.
He wasn't a badass. He was just stealing
counterpoint.
technology.
And I just kind of think the writing is
Willem
better.
Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe looks like a goblin 24/7.
He actually, I will say, Willem Dafoe.
horrifying.
Willem Dafoe made the Tobey Maguire movie. Oh my god!
I can counter that. I don't remember the actor's name, but the guy who played Doc Ock, I think he was so much better.
Alfred Molina.
He was really good.
Also a pretty good choice.
And I think Spider-Man 2, and I think Spider-Man 2 is one of the best superhero films ever made.
Great Penguin.
It's in my personal top 5.
What was it? What'd you say?
I think Spider-Man 2, Sammy Raimi Spider-Man 2, is in my personal top 5 best superhero films of all time.
I think I might agree with you.
I think I will 100% disagree to the day. I think it was one of the worst movies ever made. And let's rewatch it right now with the audio playing. And it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be Tobey Maguire be like, I just got pictures of Spider-Man. Can I get a few bucks?
Give me a picture of Spider-Man!
No, kid! And go get a picture of Doc Ock, too!
How do you not love J.K. Simmons in that role?
Spitting all over me.
That name, J.K. Simmons?
J.K. Simmons was great in that movie.
He's fucking phenomenal.
He is the best J. Jonah Jameson.
You
guys are big film buffs.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I'm in it.
You can see it in your eyes.
I'm balls deep in film.
Film is really interesting. I rewatched the original Star Wars trilogy, and it's very 80s, like the melodramatic way all the writing is.
Overrated.
It's a lot of people think it's overrated. I like them, but whenever I watch them,
What?
We're playing footsies on the table.
but there's a clear generational dynamic that happens in these movies.
Yeah.
The Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans are very 90s. Like, they came out in the early 2000s.
So just bad.
But the early 2000s were basically the 90s. Like, a lot of people say that the 90s ended in 2000.
Boy bands.
It really ended in 2001
In sync.
after 9/11.
2002.
When you think about the 90s...
Recipes.
Politics, guys. Politics.
Yeah, whoa. All I'm going to say about that is
Never.
Bush 100% had a part in 9/11.
What? All I'm gonna say is the most inflammatory
I'm a
statement
conspiracy theorist,
you could
and
ever
honestly,
say.
Yeah.
But guys, I don't want to talk about politics.
I can't believe
So let's move on.
all I'm gonna say is, Matt, I can believe that.
Oh my
I'm a
God.
conspiracy theorist. I don't know what you want from me.
Oh
You
God.
guys are fucking retarded.
I
Cheney-
legit
it
researched
was
conspiracy
all-
theories.
It was all Cheney.
Cheney came
Dick Cheney was having a heart attack after heart attack. Like
we're lost.
he was like Bush was like,
You're making
hey,
political.
hey Cheney,
Yeah.
can I help? Can you help me out? He's like, I'm in the ER, doc.
Shame.
I'm having a heart attack.
Shame.
Shame.
Tom doesn't even know what this is. It's a game.
Tom's like, who's Dick Cheney?
I mean, as a-
No, I know who Dick Cheney is, you fucker.
Shame was a big thing in season 6 of Game of Thrones.
yeah, that's true.
During Cersei's walk of shame.
He shot that duck down.
Dick Cheney did?
Yeah, shame.
I thought he was having a heart attack.
Yeah,
Oh, no, he didn't shoot the duck.
You
He shot
never
his
seen
friend
that film?
in the face.
And he was having all the heart attacks because he was running the fucking
Yeah,
country.
my bad.
Christian Bale played him in a movie that came out recently. That shit was good as hell.
I didn't see it.
I
Saw
heard
it.
that movie was
I saw
good
it.
though.
Yeah.
I did.
It's a good movie.
He got a fat suit.
Interestingly,
He got
no,
fat.
he didn't get a fat suit.
Oh, he's fat as fuck.
Yeah,
got fat.
interestingly enough,
He
Aw,
got fat
good for
suit.
him.
Christian Bale has this thing
Hey,
where
live the life.
Christian Bale does this thing where he'll get extremely thin for his movies. He for The Machinist, you guys have seen the photos.
Yeah, he's like,
probably.
oh
God,
my
yeah, of course.
He was
Jerked
skin
off
and
to him.
bone. He
Gross.
drank a cup of coffee in the morning, chewed gum, smoked cigarettes, and had an apple a day. A coffee and an apple a day
Yeah.
and cigarettes.
Oh, let me just
No,
say,
no, no,
that's
no.
exactly
Shut
what I
up.
do, minus the apple
shut
and
up.
plus Chick-fil-A.
Shut up. He did that every
And
day.
Firefly.
And alcohol at night. So
Matt-
guess what? I'm pretty much on my way to being an actor.
Yeah.
And skinny.
Listen, he did that every day for over 6 months to get to
I've been doing it for 2 years
Shut the
now.
fuck up.
Yeah, I can tell.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Hey-o.
Matt,
yeah, the point is, Christian Bale did that shit for multiple movies, and then he finally overate for the Vice President movie, Vipe?
Yeah.
Veep? What are
Vice.
VP? Vice.
Oh, and the stomach just expanded rapidly
Well,
or
of
some
course.
shit.
But he
Yeah, fat.
said he's never going to do that kind of body transformation again because getting like fat was way worse, and he made him feel way worse than getting thin ever did.
Don't be lethargic. I feel that's
I'm
a
sure.
Well,
Yeah, mile in my shoes. Fuck you, Christian Bale.
Yeah.
and him being a rich
Yeah, it's
actor,
not
I'm sure
too hard.
I'm sure he had like doctor's supervisions. Like,
Yeah.
you need to do this and
But
that.
Yeah, I
The
would
point
be
of-
fat every day
it's
without
horrible.
doctors. It's
point
not
of
that
what
easy.
The point of what I'm saying is that he did the thin thing a lot, but apparently getting fat made him feel way worse, which is interesting.
I can imagine. I mean, all those calories, all the cold cuts coming out your pores.
Oh, I can't walk anymore.
I can't eat
The
those
stairs are hard.
All right,
Yeah, stairs are
Speaking
hard.
of Christian Bale and like his role in The Dark Knight, what do you guys think of the? What are your?
It's actually Biddle's tongue.
Matt,
Yeah.
I think we should cut Matt off at that.
Yeah, you look horrible.
Dog, what the fuck?
I think he's got more
Holy
in him.
That's
shit.
the second one.
He's getting
That's
loud.
my third one.
No.
Dog, it's your third one. You're going half. You know what, Matt? I respect it.
So, Christian
So
Bale.
I
got a thing.
thanks.
Oh, wait, you were going on a thing?
you asked.
I was gonna say, what are your top 5 favorite superhero films of all time?
Oh,
all right.
Dark Knight is number 1.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. I'm just saying, like, just in general, like
Okay.
both DC, MCU, other wherever.
Yeah.
Shit.
So anything with superheroes is a superhero movie. Can we establish
Yeah.
that?
yes.
Okay.
I feel like Dark Knight kind of exceeds or bursts
Yeah.
out of that genre.
I think Dark Knight was amazing.
I
It's
did
the
a-
best.
I
It's
I
the
did
That-
a
the
whole,
whole
I don't think there's any
Yeah.
question about it. It's the best.
I did like a whole essay on it.
Secret.
There's like this whole background of how it's a commentary on post 9/11 counterterrorism in America.
How?
Shame.
How?
Shame.
Shame.
Guys.
Politics.
No, that's not politics.
Well, now I'm just curious.
If I go to 9/11, I'm gonna shame
It's just a
someone.
commentary on U.S. policy.
All
on
I'm gonna say
counterterrorism.
is they did
I thought it
not
was
get
about
as
clowns.
hot as to melt steel.
I'm not going to politics. I'm just saying it's
Yeah,
really it's interesting how you can if you replace the Joker with any terrorist, and then you can focus on how the townspeople and how the citizens versus how the mayor and the police react to the terrorism that's happening in the city. It's really interesting. It kind of mirrors how America reacted to terrorism in the United States versus overseas and that kind of thing.
Okay.
It's super fucking interesting. Just like next time you watch it, go with that mindset.
Okay.
It's a treat. It really is. It's really cool.
But I like clowns. I
did
be
that.
clowns.
You see the people. You see the
Heath
people.
Ledger.
They totally buy into the madness of, oh, he's gonna blow up another fucking building, whatever. Give him whatever he wants. Give him whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I will say I was
complacency.
working at a movie theater at the time where the Heath Ledger attacks were like the clowns,
yeah.
the clown shootings
Good
were
times, bro.
happening.
Good times.
That was fucking terrifying for me.
I
and Sean
bet
It was a lot of
Phil.
fun.
Dude, you guys remember that?
Clown.
Yeah, I remember you thinking like you were gonna have guns or something. You were gonna start bringing a gun.
Oh yeah, I told everyone I was like, I said my whole
Right, your little
plan. It was
usher
it was a
stand.
great plan. I was the usher, and my whole idea was when you come into a movie theater, there's one deterrent in that movie theater. Stop
Candy.
you from getting in. No, it's the
Popcorn.
usher.
Oh.
The usher, and that was me.
Not even
So I
getting
said I should be your first
It's so
line of
true.
defense.
Oh hell yeah!
So equip me with like fucking Tech Nines and like maybe a
Nines.
samurai blade and nunchucks for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
sure.
no one would. I mean, you watch this fat motherfucking 16-year-old kid walking with nunchucks, samurai sword, and Tech Nines.
not gonna mess
You're
with
probably still gonna shoot up the theater.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you're
shot first.
Yeah, I'm gonna get shot first. But hey,
You're a
it's
hero.
it's a deterrent, and I'm gonna go down a hero.
deterrent.
You
Matt-
know, Tech 9 is like the most inaccurate guns.
Fuck you, Tom.
One of the most inaccurate guns there
Yeah,
are.
but Tom, do you know this?
A pistol is
Hey,
more
hell,
accurate.
do you know, hey Tom, do you know this?
You're uneducated.
Tech Nines are also the flashiest and the coolest guns.
Also,
That is true.
also,
Lick
archery.
my balls.
Tech nine.
True.
Archery.
Yes.
Lana Kane, she rocks Tech
All I'm
9s.
gonna say is Tech Nines are the
Like,
first
fuck the shit out of
one.
Lana Kane.
Matt,
Lick my balls.
Matt, if I went to a movie and I saw the usher, like
I'm pointing guns at you. Two
I would
Tech
go
Nines.
home
Let
and
me see your
go
ticket.
get.
Tickets out right
I
now.
would then begin to.
Drop it on the floor. Slide it over with your foot.
Okay.
All right, you're gonna go.
It's just candy, man.
Yeah, I'm just starting beating people with my fucking
Matt's
guns.
just slicing people up like.
Chopping heads
Well,
off.
no, I also had a super cool idea for a baton that was technology. I'm not
Cool idea, man.
it was advanced, and I could turn it into like a little dart gun, so I not only beat people with it. This is actually an idea I had when I was 16. I could also sleeper dart. Just start blowing darts into people, and for some reason when I was 16, I thought that was actually a really good idea. That was actually serious.
Yeah.
I thought I could totally take down an assailant with a sleeper dart.
Alright,
Matt,
so.
they
So
come
top
in.
5
Yeah.
favorite
Back
superhero
on track.
movies.
Top 5 superhero movies.
Number 2, easily, my opinion, Logan.
Oh, Logan was a good movie.
Eh.
It was
not my
it was
What?
good. I wouldn't put
Are
it in
you
my
kidding
top.
me?
I wouldn't put it in my top 5, but it's good, and I get
No,
why you.
It
No.
might be in my top 5.
I'm not
I
that
honestly
passionate.
don't know.
I get
It's-
why you would.
Yeah.
It just he.
Let me I will explain anyway.
Yeah.
David, come here.
I'm trying to do.
I'll show you how do I do it with my teeth.
What?
Come here, David. Let me do it for the podcast.
They can't see.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but they can hear it.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we.
David, come here, come on.
Next time we
Sound
need to have
like
like a camera.
just
up here.
barreling.
Yeah,
David,
train tracks.
David, hold on.
I'm gonna get it.
Hold on, dude. That's how you break glass.
Idiot. Oh my god.
I'm not running up steps. I'm
Fuck.
fat.
So
Steps are like my biggest deterrent.
You got him, dude.
Alright, so let me go back to
Yeah.
So I think Logan's my second. I
Yeah,
think
you
it's the
said
second
you're
best.
just top 5, yeah.
Well, what's your wait? Hold on. Let's go through everyone and do their top 5. So
Okay.
start with your top
Maybe
1.
3's easier.
All right, let's do
Yeah,
top
Alright, yeah,
3.
3. Alright, so we'll do
What's your number 1, 2, and 3?
number 1, Dark Knight. Number 2, Logan. Number 3. I've always struggled with this. I think it's Deadpool, the first Deadpool movie.
All right, that's fair.
Okay.
I wouldn't put Deadpool in my top.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's tough.
I don't know.
It's tough.
There's so many.
There is so many. I think either
Oh, if I made a noise.
maybe Deadpool
That's supposed
or
to be too
honestly
sweet.
maybe Captain America: Winter Soldier.
That was a good one.
all the Captain Americas
I feel
are
like
great films.
yes, but I just feel like if you had to pick a Captain America one, you pick Civil War.
Yeah.
Like that was
Real?
yeah.
I think I might like Winter Soldier more.
They're both amazingly.
I haven't seen them, but from what I heard,
films.
it's Winter Soldier.
Dude, all I'm gonna say
War
is
in
the
the
one scene with fucking Iron Man versus Captain America. That fucking was soul wrenching.
Oh yeah.
Fucking everything
so
was
well
left out
choreographed.
on the floor. It was well choreographed.
It's a good movie.
It was heart wrenching. You know, you felt.
It doesn't feel like a
so-
Captain America movie though.
Matt, and
It's
so
It felt like an Avengers movie.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly. It was
obviously.
like Avengers, like 4
Obviously,
before
but it was
Avengers.
still technically a Captain.
I know.
and so well choreographed. Like that scene.
No,
where,
it is.
That scene where the Bucky,
water.
like they're fighting, and
Drink some
Bucky
shit.
and him like
Alright,
trading
so-
off the no, shut up. Are they're throwing the spear
I
and
just
they're,
realized how I'm
exchanging
getting
the
pretty
spear in unison and punching the shit out of him.
You cop block
No.
son of
You
a
just gotta
bitch.
try
Fuck
not
you.
to overtalk people.
Alright, so
You gotta drink.
Tom's
Anyway.
pissed off because weeks ago
My
we
God.
went to the bar.
let's not tell that story right now.
Then
Anyway,
don't start.
We're on top fives.
Then don't call me
Hey,
a cock
I mean
block.
top threes.
You cock block yourself.
Top five.
I did not
top
want
five.
to top
Superhero, yeah. Phil, you
I'm
go.
ready to top three. I'm also on
You don't
Dark
get to
Knight.
say it unless you.
Probably
Shay,
number one.
stop.
I'm top three over here.
I'm just saying he's.
Hey, it's Phil's turn.
Top.
I'm cool.
Top-
But hey, no, Phil, you have the talking
Let's have the
napkin.
conch.
Thank you.
Okay, no one else is allowed to. You have to hold it.
I
That's the
don't-
only way this works.
Conch.
All right.
Hold
I'm
it.
holding it with my
Hold on, no one else is allowed to talk once you hold it.
We should try this.
I'll hold it.
I want
No.
something cooler than this.
You want a battery?
No.
It's got energy.
Do you want a
You want
piece
a
of a
wallet?
chocolate Twizzler?
No. I'm gonna hold the
How
napkin.
about my jewel?
This is.
What's up, cat? How you doing?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
empty.
there you go.
Cool. That's fun.
All right, shh.
I think it's worth trying.
Okay.
I'm worth
Now,
this.
3, 2, 1. Phil has it.
I'm gonna preface my top three by saying it's 100% nostalgia based.
Okay.
It's 100% like, oh, I've seen these a bunch and I just loved them.
Okay.
Not necessarily they're the best.
I think that's great.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Dark Knight. 2 and 3 aren't in any particular order.
Huh?
But it is the
Like the trilogy.
no, like my
Oh,
Number
okay,
two.
okay.
I'm just like I don't know.
The list. I like that.
Yeah, The Punisher. Crazy.
John Travolta?
Yeah, John Travolta. No,
Oh my
no.
God, yes.
What, Tom
Dude.
Jane? Tom
Thomas
Jane?
Jane.
Oh, you're saying the TV show.
No.
No, the
What?
movie.
No.
Like the 2002
Yeah, John Travolta's in
movie.
there.
Dude, that movie
He's
Yeah.
in there. Dude,
yeah, it
that
was
was a
awful.
good movie.
That's
So
awesome.
underrated.
Great, okay.
It
What a-
was
what a
so awful.
Great
it's
call.
not.
Let
It's
I
so
totally
bad.
appreciate
So
it.
good.
All right.
I'm
Uh,
disappointed.
Next one.
The Edward
Quietly.
Norton Hulk.
What is this, B-sides? It's all B-sides?
I don't think Phil.
Oh,
I fucking
hold
love
on. I feel like Phil has the
No,
best lineup.
I think Phil's like 30 years old. He hasn't watched a superhero movie since 2008.
That's like true though. True.
And he's almost 30. He's 27.
Phil's been in a coma since.
No,
Did you say that?
2012.
Wait, Sean, did you just say that?
Basically.
Did we say
Oh
the
my
same
God.
joke? That's
Basic.
funny. Okay.
All right, give me that jewel.
Yeah.
All right, no particular order. Top 3 superhero movies. I'd agree with Dark Knight. That's dope. If I'm going with what I love, and this is kind of a stretch, Unbreakable.
We're
I've
on,
never
we're
seen
on.
that.
It's a
Oh,
good
it's so
movie.
good. I love it.
Is that the first?
Yeah, it's what Split, I
Yeah,
guess, kind of goes into.
The first in the
Spoiler.
trilogy.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
my
Glass,
God.
right?
Yeah.
That came
I
out in
never
like
saw Glass.
I
2005.
haven't seen Glass. No
No, I
spoilers.
can't earlier than that, like 2000.
Yeah, I think like 2001, 2001.
Like early 2000s.
I think it was technically before The Sixth Sense.
That's the golden age of superhero
Yeah, right.
movies.
And then for a third, I'm gonna go Thor Ragnarok.
All right.
It's so good.
Respect.
There's so
I
much.
do like-
There's a nice
respect.
curve, nice taste.
Never seen
It
it.
goes
was,
wild.
it was a
Totally
really
wild.
funny movie.
I was
liked it.
totally done with superhero movies, but that movie
brought you
Good
back
film.
in.
It brought me
Yeah,
back.
I respect it.
brought
Alright.
me back.
Good film.
Now I have the talking jewel. This is really hard. I'm a big superhero guy, but I'm mostly a Marvel guy. But so it pains me to say I think Dark Knight, number 2 in the trilogy, is my top,
Right.
and then I'm gonna have to say Captain America: Civil War, and then the first Avengers movie, just because.
That's a good pull.
It was definitely my
It's
head.
it was pretty much this. I mean, everyone is going to tell you Iron Man was the start of it all, and yes, technically it
True.
was the start of it all, but people didn't get roped into it. Like the first Avengers movie was pretty much the societal pull where it pulled people in and told you, oh wow, comic book movies aren't nerdy.
Yeah.
You know, you could be cool and still like superhero movies.
It's like a milestone.
So that definitely has to be in my top 3.
I can't rip it. Okay.
I kept my jewel. I have 2.
All right. So I'm gonna go with the 1991 Captain America movie.
Cool.
What?
Yeah,
It's like
where
a
he's
made for TV movie.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Sure, that's your favorite.
Yeah.
No, I don't even know if it was 1991. I just know that there were a couple like one-offs. Like there was a Thor in the 70s. There was a Captain America.
Basically straight to video.
They were really bad. No, but for real, Dark Knight. There's just something about Dark Knight. It's a masterpiece. It's one of those movies where
it does something to you.
People like to shit on superhero movies as a genre because it's overdone right now. But I think that again, I said this before. I think it transcends that genre, and it's just a great fucking movie.
It was almost not even a superhero movie. It was just a thriller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it left you on the edge of your seat the entire time.
Absolutely, because
Sorry, I'm not trying to take up
No,
your time. Because I
time-
agree with you. It was my number 1 too.
Every time I watch it,
You look, you see something new every time you watch it. You're like, wow, it is layers.
Because
it's like an onion. Like when I watched
like,
Shrek, I watched Shrek for the first time,
Yeah.
I never realized how true Shrek was when he said onions have layers. Because onions do have layers, guys, and so do movies.
That's funny, Matt, because my number 2 movie is Shrek.
For a superhero movie.
Fair.
I mean,
Passes.
And my number 3 is Shrek 2.
Yeah, obviously Shrek too.
Just to quickly go out, I think I said this before. I love Thor Ragnarok and Spider-Man: Homecoming. There's just something about those movies. They're just I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, but Thor Ragnarok just fucking hit all the points for me. I think it's just and I love Thor. Thor was a pretentious cunt. I don't know if I should be saying that.
Coot.
We can say cunt.
He's a cunt.
It's not. It's
I'll
not
say
like
cunt.
Well, he was.
I
I think that's too much.
Cunt.
He was an asshole. He was just a pretentious bitch
Cunt.
in the first movie.
Cunt.
You know what I mean?
Cunt hole. Cunt.
All right.
I think there's nothing wrong with saying cunt.
I don't
No,
know.
there isn't.
It depends on the context. It's all about
obviously,
content.
but
You know,
it's not like I'm dropping the N-word.
Like, you
gotta
shouldn't
love-
be calling a little girl a cunt.
Well, unless she's acting like a cunt. If the little girl's acting like a cunt, I'm gonna call her a fucking cunt. If she fucking stabs me in the pencil,
Top 5
I'm gonna call her a
Well,
cunt.
one sidetrack. Back on the cunt thing for a second.
All right.
I did talk to a friend of mine. She's female, and she did say she's more offended by being called a bitch than being called a cunt.
I see that
Because cunt
yeah.
is kind of like nothing. No, it was.
Nicole, it doesn't. It almost
My buddy's
doesn't like
wife.
gain traction.
Yeah.
Cunt is my.
Bitch does though. Like you
comes
could put to
off
words
the
what a
mouth.
bitch
It
is.
does.
Yeah.
It comes off as.
I feel like
It's
bitch
British
goes more into
slang.
your
We were
soul.
all-
Yeah, because you know
Slaves or
exactly.
something.
Wow, I
It's
know
just-
exactly
a lot
what
of
you're
crosstalk.
calling.
Can you lean
Like,
into the
to my
mic?
core.
A lot of crosstalk.
I'm sorry.
Phil just kind of said to me,
Yeah.
I said, it just rolls off the tongue.
I didn't say
cunt.
anything.
And he's like, yeah, we were all British slaves at some point. And he's like,
We were British
or
slaves.
something.
Fuck the British.
So-
1776
Fuck the British.
political.
Shame.
Shame.
Shame! Shame! No more political talk!
Back to the jewel.